works that James was talking about. Faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world, right? You can have all the faith in the world, but how you go? To show the Most High God that you got faith, you have to put the work in. The work that he's talking about is keeping the commandments, right? Give me that precept. What that precept when Christ taught on the Sabbath day? Oh, Luke. Because Christ was teaching out the book of Moses on the Sabbath day. Because you got to understand this. When Yahweh or Christ, when he was on the scene and teaching, it wasn't no New Testament. So what was he teaching out of? He was teaching out the Old Testament. He was teaching out the law of Moses. Same thing with Paul.
Luke chapter 4, verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read.
Right, so he stood up on the Sabbath day to read. Right. He wasn't reading out the New Testament because it wasn't written yet. What was he reading out of? He was reading out the prophets and out the law, the same thing Paul was doing. Give me that precept you brought out yesterday about Paul, was it? Acts 28? Yeah, Paul was doing the same thing. Paul was reading out the prophets and Paul was reading out the law. That's right. And he was doing Christ stood up on the Sabbath day.
Acts chapter 28, verse 23. And when they had appointed him a day, there came many to him and to his lodging, to whom he expounded and testified the kingdom of God, persuading them concerning Jesus, Yahushua, both out of the law of Moses and out of the prophets, from morning to evening.
From what?
From morning to evening.
That brother was on fire, man. That brother was teaching the law and the prophets from morning to evening, bro. You gotta think about it, man. You can do that when you ain't got a wife and family. Paul didn't have a wife and family. He was like, man, I'll take advantage of that. I'm finna go up and teach. I'm finna be on fire. Brother was on fire, man. Imagine you getting to teaching the law of Moses and the prophets from what it said from evening. What it said from evening to what? From morning to evening. You gotta think about it. You probably had folks saying, damn, he's still out there. That's what they do to us. We be out there, we was out there teaching in Albany State. Damn, that nigga still out there. They been out there for 3 or 4 hours. Imagine us being out there from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. 12 hours. They probably would have reported us. They probably would have kicked us off campus who've been out there that long, man. With the word out like that.
Acts chapter 24, verse 14. But I confess unto thee that after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the God of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets.
So Paul believed all things in the law and in the prophets, man. So a lot of people got to stop saying, Paul, you don't got to keep the law no more, man. Paul kept the law. He believed everything in the law and the prophets. You actually had folks accuse him of, they was accusing him of saying that you didn't have to teach the law or didn't have to keep the law. I wasn't saying that. But they just don't understand Paul's letters, man. Paul was a smart man. You get it. Paul was a very, very smart man, man. If you didn't understand him or understand what he was saying, you could twist his words up.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 15, an account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul.
As who?
As our beloved brother Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, have written unto you, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction.
Right, so some things that Paul said was hard to be understood. When he said, when Paul said, every creature is, all. God is good. Yeah. Paul said, oh well. Paul says, I can eat it. I can eat a possum. Give me that rat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he talking about. Paul kept the law.
Oh man.
That's crazy. But that's gonna get a lot of people put to death. Everybody can be a spiritual Israelite now. That's gonna get a lot of people put to death, man. What is in the Bible?
Yahushua.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 1. Now when they had passed through Apollias and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue of the Jews. And Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures. opening and alleging that Christ must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead, and that this Jesus, Yahushua, whom I preach unto you, is Christ Hamashiach.
So matter of fact, that's a mighty precept. Because Paul was sent, he was going to the synagogue of the Jews, man. Right? He was sent. She had a question, or she was just trying to?
Yeah, somebody wants your information.
Okay.
You got
So
Yeah,
YouTube.
I had my car. I gave my last card out.
Okay, that's fine, baby. I'm saying, you got a picture of it? I can take a picture.
I'm gonna take it straight
Okay.
to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. So matter of fact, drop that. And give me my.
No, my stuff be deleted on my phone if I don't use it. Just type in his name.
Somebody looking for me?
Yeah, he said he's been seeing you around town. He wanted to link up with you.
Okay. All praise. All praise. All praise.
He said he liked your message and stuff.
All praise to the Most High.
Cool.
Nah. Can you give me Matthew 24? Look at the pigs. All right.
Matthew 24, which one?
You can start at Matthew 24 and when we say when shall the time?
can hear you.
When
Okay.
shall
Oh, yeah, he on the phone.
time?
Vontae, listening?
She just sent you the YouTube.
Which one?
thing.
Okay. He said just type it in like that.
Oh, give me.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all
Appreciate
get
you.
that.
Give me verse 3, King.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
So you had his disciples, right? They want to know. They're asking Yahushua, how do we know? That's a great question. That's a great question. It ain't no better question to ask the Son of Man. How we gonna know what times we in? Like how we know that we getting close? That's what they asking him. How do we know when we close to the end? How do we know when we in the end? He finna give you the answer.
And of the end of the world.
Uh-huh.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
So he's saying, take heed that no man deceive you. It's a lot of things, I'm telling you. It's a lot of people out here that's set up to deceive you. It's a lot of agents, right, that's set up to deceive you. Right? They sent to deceive you. They trying to get your money. Right? You keep going.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So man, I just seen a brother. He ain't in the truth. Of course not. He in the truth. Y'all see when I sent y'all the brother that was smoking a blunt, talking about, I'm the Messiah.
Yeah.
I'm the Messiah. I'm like, what you talking about? Yeah, smoking a blunt, man. Brother bugging out. I'm the Messiah, man. Right? You gotta listen to my message. If you don't listen to what I say, you gonna die, basically. But that's what people saying. It's a lot of people. Like, which one of y'all is supposed to be? You got 10 people coming out saying they're the Messiah. Who the real one? How you gonna have 10 people saying that they the Messiah? Because that's prophecy being fulfilled. Yeah, you gonna get that dog, King.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse number 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
What the Bible said?
And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
This the main reason. This is how we know that we're in the last days. Right, this is how we know that we're in the last days. The Bible said that you're going to hear about rumors and wars. That's the main thing that you see and that you hear when you look on the news. I've been pushing myself more to pay attention to prophecy and watch the news. I got End Time Headline on Al Jazeera, right? I follow a lot of whistleblowers on YouTube. They going to the end time, right? They going into the how we know that we at the end. All you see is war kicking off. Like I just said, North Korea literally just went over with Russia to help them fight against Ukraine. Americans don't understand. They think Americans think they cool. We good. We Gucci. Right? They ain't got nothing to do with America. People don't understand. America is allies with Israel, right?
That's right.
So Iran and Russia are tight. So if Iran bomb Israel, and we know Iran and Israel, they've been going back and forth. They've been warring back and forth. Iran bomb Israel. Israel bomb Iran. People don't understand Iran, right? When they get to the point when they bomb Israel and ain't no more Israel, America's gonna hop in. It's World War III. People don't understand. America's in it, whether you don't see it, whether they not saying it. If you paying attention, you know America's in this thing, man. So they gonna help Israel. Iran gonna bomb Israel, right? And then America gonna hop in. They gonna get bombed, man. That just says the Bible. But a lot of people don't understand because they don't read. The Bible says you're gonna hear about rumors of wars in the last days. Now, what we hear a lot about in the last days, rumors of wars. That's all I see on my phone coming up. Rumors of wars. Wars. Rumors of wars. They get bombed. Somebody get bombed. Somebody join the allies with somebody else. That's the Bible. Keep going. We love to see it, man. You have some people get scared. Oh, my God, no. No, please, America, stay out of it. Don't. Joe Biden, what is you doing? Don't stay out of it. No. We hoping it happen, man. Because that's prophecy being fulfilled in these last days. Because the Bible said it's going to happen. Keep going, King.
Verse number 7. For nation shall rise against nation,
Right.
and kingdom against kingdom.
So this is another way that we know that we in the end right now. The Bible just said nation going to rise against nation, and kingdom going to rise against kingdom. We seeing these things happen, man. Other nations rising up against other nations. They warring against other nations. Right? Kingdom rising up against kingdom. Civil war is kicking off, man. We seeing these things. What? Oh.